Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. I had that big stretch, boy. That big stretch. That yummy stretch. Anyway, we come back and we see her, so let's boogie. You will fail, dearest heart, because you do not know what it means to be a witch. We feed off negativity and chaos. Love serves us no power. You will see that in time. Must you haunt me even in the day, mother? My wrist hurts so bad, and I don't know what to do about it. I stifle a groan. Every time I close my eyes, I see mother smirking at me. I pull my hand away from my face and survey the councilmen gathered around the table, all of them focused on father. Dude! Wasn't there like a knight too? Oh my god, there was a knight. I remember there has to be a knight. There he is! My boy, I remember you. What's up? Except for Julian and Garland, who are looking at me worriedly. Man, totally forgot about these awesome characters. I turn away with a grimace. I cannot let on that I am barely able to keep my eyes open. I hardly slept last night. If Rumple hadn't left the marching before I woke up, he would have noticed something was amiss. My back itches. There we go. I turned to my father, who has been discussing the possibility of increased taxes for over an hour. Riveting. While I am aware that the increase could benefit palace personnel, I will not raise them unless absolutely necessary. One councilman raises his hand to voice his discontent. He insists that the increase in taxes would help the knights. Julian scowls. Rest assured, His Majesty amply compensates us for our duty. The councilman looks disgruntled by Julian's rebuttal. Clearly he was not expecting the commander of the Order of the Caldera I said that right, to argue against increased funding. The conversation makes its way around the table until it's my turn to speak. I'm not afraid to voice my agreement with my father. Before I would not have cared about the consequences of raising taxes, but now after getting to know NGL citizens, I understand the ramifications of our actions. But it's as if no one hears my opinion. The counselors do not respond to me at all, instead continuing the conversation as if they have not heard me. It is not unsimilar to a group of adults ignoring a child's commentary. My irritation builds as the counselors continue speaking of their so-called benefits until I pound my fist on the table. I'd do it, but my microphone's on my desk and that wouldn't make a very good sound. Are you done? Because while you all clearly have your wallets in mind, I am thinking of the kingdom. A tense silence fills the throne room. My father's surprise is fleeting. He quickly takes charge of the conversation again. I clasp my hands in my lap and flinch when electricity snakes through my fingers. I clench down on the magic, trying to quell my panic. I am in control. Are we? I don't feel like we are. Luckily, the electricity fades as the meeting comes to a close. I need a sip of my drink. Delicious. Still, I do not miss the nervous looks that the councilmen throw over their shoulders as they exit the room. After they leave, only my father and the two knights remain. Your Highness, are you okay? I'm fine. The words come out sharper than I intended. Why am I so mad? I ball my hands into my fists and try again. I am fine. Your eyes are glassy. They are not. I should know my eyes. They are made of eyeball, thank you very much. This is how I felt when I was first learning to control the Tenebrarium. If I don't manage it properly, the negative emotions stored in it can influence my mood. I had the electricity sparking at my fingertips and sigh. I apologized. I did not intend to have an outburst like that. Read that wrong, but it came out fine. I promise I'm fine. Oh, he's so pretty! Garland offers a hesitant smile. If there's ever anything we can do to help, please don't hesitate to call on us, Princess. We may not be advisors, but we'll serve however we can. Julianne nods. Don't they love each other? I feel like they like each other. I personally think you've been overworking yourself. No, I just have not been able to sleep. There have been certain exhausting circumstances involving the Tenebrarium. My eyes flit to my father. I wonder vaguely if he's thinking about my mother's loss of control when he looks at me. Ooh. I've been working with the witches to resolve the problem, but there is no need for concern. I have faith in you, Sexto. I always will, but nonetheless I echo Jurian and Garland's offer. I hope you will not hesitate to speak with me if you need help. What a dad. What a great dad. I offer a tired, grateful smile. Thank you, Father. Though we are still in the process of mending our relationship after years of silence, I appreciate that he's actively taking steps to make things right between us. Woo! I rise from my seat. If I may be excused, I have an errand to run. After leaving the throne room, I steer myself in the direction of the march-in. My tiredness does not excuse me from my obligations. Right now I have a responsibility to check on Delora. Yo! The tavern is eerily silent when I enter. Typically it is packed with customers. At this hour, with Anise calling orders behind the bar. Today, however, the closed sign is displayed outside the Marchand's Tavern doors. They must all be busy. Yo! No one responds to my call, at least not at first. And then I hear the unmistakable sound. Oh my god! Oh! It's my boy! I see you! I back away from the broom's sudden appearance. Mr. Broom is unfazed. It hops out to greet me with an evadable energy. Oh, I missed you too! I'm so glad to see you. How are you? It's been a while. We've been sweeping away, sweeping up the dirt. Oh, you're so good at what you do. I hope you do not plan to try making me sweep today. You know you do not need my assistance anymore. The broom's only response is to hop toward me again. I groan at its exuberance. Is anyone else here? He's hopping. He's so happy that I'm... Oh my god. I know that the broom can understand me, and yet it does not give me any sign of having heard me. It continues to hop towards me. No, I am not sweeping the floors. I purposely alerted Dolores' charm so that the broom could sweep on its own, and yet it still harasses me. There's hardly a speck of dust in here. That means you're doing a good job. I falter when I notice the dusty footprints by the doorway. Are my shoes really that dirty? I mean, sure we can save, but you know there's only one right answer. I'll save here. Sweep! I hold my hands up defeated. It's like an obstinate thing, and it will not desist until I sweep away the dirt I tracked inside. Fine, but once I sweep up my tracks, you will leave me alone. Yes. Oh, he's so excited. Look at him. Oh my god. The broom throws itself into my hands, and then it rushes forward, pulling me with it. Okay. The broom, of course, does not heed my words. My anger soon fades. I blame the nostalgia. It makes my mind stray. Before I know it, I'm remembering the first time I came to the March-in. Back then, I remember thinking that being forced to work here was the hardest thing I've ever done. Even small chores like sleeping seemed like a terrible punishment. I was irritated that Parfait and Delora forced me to work when, in actuality, they were only teaching me how the world worked. And Parfait's dead, isn't she? I always took her company for granted. But now she's gone and she's never coming back. Shit. Oh, what's this? Chilling with an old friend. I swivel in place. Rumple is standing in the doorway, surprised etched onto his face. I realize that though the dust has been cleared away, I'm still clutching the broom. Looks like you two are getting along. He's my best friend, bro. I peel my hands off the broom with a sigh. The broom attacked me. Oh. And here I thought you looked like you were having fun. He stepped forward and smile fades. You look lost in thought. Is there something on your mind? I was just remembering the first time I had to sweep with Mr. Broom. Parfait put a ribbon on him because she thought it would somehow make the situation better. I note the melancholy in Rumple's eyes and mentally chastise myself. Why did I have to bring up Parfait in front of him? I'm sorry. Don't apologize, Sexto. I think Lady Parfait would be happy that we think about her every now and then. Oh, I made the right choice. Of course I made the right choice. There ain't no wrong. I mean, how would relaxing and chilling with our buddy the broom be a wrong choice? I mean, please. I think she'd also be happy to know that Mr. Broom can evoke such a meaningful memory. What's meaningful? Anise is suddenly standing behind us, a quizzical smile on her face. Oh, Lady Anise, I checked the sound we'd heard outside and discovered the princess and Mr. Broom. As always, they make the second most perfect duo. Second? You and I are the first. I don't know about that. We're gonna have to think about that one. Anise beams to me. I'm going to assume you aren't here to sleep, but then why are you here, Princess? I just came here to see my bro. I swear, I am the happiest person in the world right now. I came to speak with Dolora and Cinna. I'm sad poor face dead. I forgot that she died. Wasn't she like sickly or something because of the crystal or something? Cinnamon and Lady Dolora are meeting with the fairies. They should be back soon, though. If you'd like, I could make you a cup of tea while you wait. I was just going to make some for Rumple and me. Chevalier, I can't remember. Or perhaps you'd like some hot chocolate, Sexto, with just a pinch of cinnamon. He sets a hand on my... Did he say that or did she say that? Oh, he said that, my bad. Oh, what? He sits a hand on my shoulder and smiles at me softly. You look like you could use it. My shoulders sag beneath his hands. As always, Rumple can see right through me. Some hot chocolate would be nice, thank you. I follow them into the reception room. Woo. I spend the next few hours discussing the day's events. As always, I let my guard down in front of the two of them. They are both excellent listeners. I have a lot to learn from them. It is, got dark quick. Day faces night, and stars soon blink at the sky. I am considering sending a messenger for Dolora when the door opens and the woman in question steps inside. Well, if it isn't my favorite princess. Emmy would be offended. Well, it's a good thing she's not here then. Rumple smiles at her mischievously. You're just glad she's not here because her innocent sparkling eyes would break your resolve. So even the ice-cold Dolora has a soft side. Cinna is standing in the doorway, arms crossed. Did you just call me ice-cold, Cinnamon? Ooh, don't you dare. You don't know what that means. I'm a little worried for his safety now. Cinna grumbles as he takes a seat at the seaty. Dolora watches him, looking exasperated. Wonder if something happened at their meeting. Dolora seats herself beside Anise and looks at me expectantly. So what's the news with the Tenebrarum? Have you noticed any disturbances? Why does Dolora always look like she's up to no good? Look at her face, she's like, so. I bring up the surge of negative emotions I have been experiencing today. Dolora crosses her arms and sighs. Well, if it's still continuing after our training, I feel inclined to call it an imbalance. Or maybe your training isn't as effective as you think. Oh, would you like to take over the princess's training? Cinna turns away, cheeks flushed. Cinna, I think the princess has made her case. This is something the two of you need to resolve together. Whoa, relax, creaky floor. Cinna rises with a scowl. I've said this before, there is nothing to talk about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other, more pressing matters to attend to. What pressing matters? You're 10! Before either of us can get a word in, Cinna leaves the room and slams the door behind him. He seems troubled. Cinna is too proud for his own good. The more you corner him, the cattier he becomes. It's even worse today because he has to deal with fairies questioning his legitimacy as the Lucis heir. It's no wonder he feels attacked. But all I want to do is talk with him so we can locate the source of this problem. I'm sorry, Sexto. Other than offering you an extra training session, there's not much else I can do to help you. I think it'd be best if you somehow trick Cinna into a conversation. That doesn't sound like a good idea at all. That just sounds like if he found out we're just tricking this boy, that's a lot of distrust right there. Otherwise, you'll need to speak to someone who can tell you a little more about how the Lucis functions. Cinna continues to be uncooperative. Walt and I can reach out to some fairies we know. I feel like Cinna would become even more hostile if I spoke to someone that wasn't him. No, I'll find a way to speak with him. Dolora sighs. Good luck. Trying to get Cinna to do anything is like herding cats. Though I do not doubt what Dolora says, I must try my best to see eye to eye with Cinna. The two of us have an obligation to work together as a Tenebrarum and Lucis bearers. I'll figure out a way to speak with him. Somehow. Ooh! Oh, look, our text box turned blue. How cool! My wrist hurts. Perhaps we can bribe him. Really? With what, insects? Like I said, he's 10! Rumple and I are walking back to the palace together, brainstorming ways we can force Cinna to converse with me. Cinna's favorite hobby is bug catching, so it has to merit an idea, but is it really? Like, how they know. I feel like it's weird that they know this character more than I do at the moment. And I feel it weird that they introduced him to me, but everybody already knows him and I don't like it. It's weird. I refuse to wave a net around and catch insects with him. I doubt you need a net. Butterflies would flock to you, lovely as you are. Oh, shut up! I'd rather not be a perch for butterflies. But Princess, you'd look like something out of a fairy tale. Well... I mean... You're not wrong. We don't live in a fairy tale, Rumple. Not anymore, at least. The two of us have just rounded the corner when someone calls Rumple's name. Mr. Dude Guy! With the hair and glasses! A familiar boy rushes towards us, smiling brightly. Hello, random boy one. Dr. Princess, hi! It is the boy that used to visit Rumple at his clinic more than 2 years ago. Rumple saved this boy's life by striking a deal with an elusive witch doctor. What a story. The deal eventually caused Rumple to be cursed. During that time, he didn't remember the boy or the circumstances that had caused him to be cursed. Oh, reminder, that's how he got cursed. Okay. Gotcha. Since the curse broke, however, the boy has been visiting Rumple and watching him work when Rumple permits it. I've not seen him since... I got the hiccups in the worst way. I've not seen him since Rumple made preparations to give the clinic to a niece. What a serendipitous... Got it. Meeting. To what I owe the pleasure of your company, little sir. Rumple crouches down beside the boy, and I cannot help but smile at the sight of them. I have never been good with children, but watching Rumple interact with them just makes me happy. I heard a tragic rumor. Not a tragic rumor. Oh, care to share? The boy glances at me, a thoughtful look on his face. Are you and the doctor getting married? That was my question! What a good question, my boy. Random child. Are we? Cord stuck. There we go. What? What? Where in the world did that come from? Am I experiencing a terrible sense of deja vu? Oh my god, did she hear me last time? I expect Rumple to laugh or smile. Instead, he becomes oddly stiff. I cannot help but recall the trances that used to come over him when he was still amnesiac. Hey, he's like me. Ain't it fate? Is he okay? Actually, I have no idea what the answer to this would be. I should save all the... Let's save here. I want to save all of the questions so we can get, like, the bad ending. You know? Whoa, let's try answering the boy since Rumple seems like he's not doing so well at the moment. We should, like, save him. I lean down to address the boy directly. I do not know what this has to do with any rumors, but no, I am not married to the doctor. He's a very special man to me, though. The boy looks at me skeptically. Are you getting married soon, then? I don't know, I fucking hope so. I falter, unable to give the boy a straight answer. If Rumple proposed to me, he would be by my side always. I would get to see his smiling face every night, and he would be an extension. By extension, he would be an extension. He's just like an extra finger. He would, by extension, be next in line for the throne. Is that how that works? Wouldn't he just be a prince? He wouldn't be king. Of course, this is a totally different world, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I look at Rumple, who catches my eye and smiles awkwardly. After a few moments, I smile back at him. Rumple already worries enough about being accepted by nobles. That sort of commitment would overwhelm him. Then why are we... I'm not gonna get into that. I understand this, even if the reality of it's disheartening. I cannot stand to see that sorrow on his face, so I speak the truth. I think that maybe someday we will be, yes. Oh, he doesn't like that reaction, does he? He doesn't like that answer, and that makes me worry. I say the words for the boy's benefit, but it is Rumple who seems more surprised. staring at me so owlishly that I cannot help but laugh. That's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing an, oh dear, that's what she thinks, that's not good kind of reaction from him. Marrying a doctor is as nice as Mr. Rumple would be an honor for a princess. Sexto, that's... What, is the great Rumple master flatterer? Help? At a loss for words? Was he blushing? Did I not notice he was blushing? Did I read his face completely wrong? Never. I could never run out of compliments for you. Oh, I did it. Look at that. I'm so sorry if you can hear my cat. He doesn't like it when nobody is around. I am relieved to see him return to his normal self. Jesus Christ. Even if the things I said were embarrassing. Suddenly the boy steps toward Rumple, expression somber. I heard rumors that you were closing the clinic, that you were going to start living in the palace, and I thought it was because you were marrying the princess. I'm afraid you've been misinformed. The clinic will remain open, only a wonderful new lady is going to take over for me. She'll be selling herbal remedies to help with all kinds of sicknesses. But what about you? I'm going to be a physician at the palace. So you're just going to help the nobles? No, of course not, but I can't be in two places at the same time, so... I can tell by his expression that he does not want to go into any more detail, so I assure the boy that Rumple will continue his practice, just in a different place. His sadness dissipates when I tell him he can visit Rumple in the palace. Mom's going to be so excited when I tell her I can visit the palace. Wow! Bet you $10 that kid will never step foot in there. He runs off after that, leaving Rumple and I alone. I reach for Rumple's hand. Are you okay? Yeah, sorry about that, Sexto. I blanked out. You talked about me overworking myself, but are you sure you aren't pushing yourself too hard? No, I'm not, I promise. I look at him skeptically. In the end, he only raises his hands in surrender before again taking my hand in his. It was just a momentary lapse. Is he losing his memory again? Because that'd be fucked up. What if, like, the curse is coming back? I don't really think that's gonna happen. But I am curious what the main conflict is gonna be. I wonder if it's gonna be like, just the crystals are all fucked up, then we don't know what to do. And Sin is being a little bitch about it. When you're no longer an amnesiac, you still have memory problems. You really are an old man. Wow! That hurt. Alas, I'm afraid even I can't be perfect. He plants a kiss on the top of my head. Let's return to the palace, shall we? We wouldn't want everyone to worry when you don't show at dinner. I allow Rumple to pull me along. As we walk, I wonder about how I might get him to speak honestly about what is bothering him. 3 days later. I think I'm gonna end this episode here. I'ma see y'all. 1 second. I need proof that you guys... I need proof that I saved in the video in case anything happens and I'm like, shit, where did I last leave off? There's the proof. I will see y'all in the next episode. Have a good day, stay hydrated, pet your cat, pet your dog, pet your hamster, pet your bird, give it a little kiss on the cheek. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye, goobers.